Okay, the energy has been very interesting tonight doing these readings. There's a very, very thick spiritual signature attached to some of these figures coming out of Mexico. I just did a reading on um, Gerardo Zuniga, the reporter, who is like one of the biggest reporters in Mexico, who is releasing the information about this case from the Mexican authorities and from the press for Mexico. And I started having lights start flickering and all types of stuff in my house. So I had to stop his reading, do some spiritual cleansing, and now I'm going to move on to um, the doctor who came out to do the house call and see what was her mindset. Why did she listen to Winter and whomever else was involved when she told them to take her Shinquela to the hospital? Why did she not call 911 herself and get a EMT out to transport her to the hospital? Because I think that's one of the biggest questions that we all have. It just seems very, very strange and peculiar, even, that this woman would listen to these people without any further regard to pretty much the Hippocratic oath that she took to become a doctor. So, grounding and centering myself for this reading because, honey, everybody has an angle in this case. It doesn't matter who it is. Everybody has an angle. We just have to find out who still means well, because no matter what, you know, no matter where you are in the world, it can be dangerous when you release certain information about certain groups of people and certain things that happen. We're not going to just make it seem like Mexico is the only place that can be dangerous. It can be dangerous anywhere in the world when you start exposing corruption. Alrighty, so let's get it. What deck are you using? Alrighty. I'm gonna call her Miss Beatrice because she has a long name, and at the moment, please forgive me, I can't remember her name. I'm still clearing my energy from the last reading with the reporter. Angels and spirit guides, please give me clear, concise messages. Let me tap into the energy around this doctor so I can see spiritually what her mindset was and why she made the decision she made, and what involvement did she have in this. Was she just solely there to be a good Samaritan and do her job, or was she covering up something herself? Show me her actual true role and what happened in this. Let's get this going. Once the doctor, Miss Beatrice, got to the house, what did she encounter? Judgment. That's a card of finality. She knew when she got to the house. Hold on. She knew when she got to the house, it was a wrap. Now, pay attention to this card. This is Gabriel blowing his horn. He comes back to blow his horn for the second coming right before God comes back to collect the souls in the second coming. This means she knew that she was dead when she got there. And pay attention to the people dancing around Gabriel playing his horn. See, that is 6 figures. So she got there with all 6 people, knowing that Shanquella was already gone. Okay, so she was being watched. Okay, she felt like she was being intentionally watched. Also, she was paying attention, watching the demeanor of the people who was around her, because she knew when it was all said and done. See, this 8 of Swords. Somebody's going to jail. She knew it. This is also reiterating that they brought things to an end for Shanquella. They watched her because she wanted to leave. I keep getting the energy that she wanted to leave. We got this 2 of Cups, which is like the Lover's card, the Knight of Pentacles. My spirit guys are, they keep stressing that these people were broke, okay? Somebody was very fixed, focused, and had tunnel vision on what they fixed their mind to do, what they planned on doing. 2 of Swords is sticking out of the deck. Look at this. 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords. So there's 3 people in particular that were very prominent that were engaging with the doctor, because these 3 people were in on everything that was going on, and these 3 people were making the actual decisions, okay? Eight of Pentacles. So, you know, she did come in. She came into work. This is stating that she came into work. King of Swords at the bottom of the deck. She was looking for somebody to be honest with her, but she knew this whole entire time justice. It's like from the very beginning, she knew that this was not what they said it was, that the police were going to have to get involved, that also this is stating that these people were watching because, mind you, like I said, their money was low. They had to come up with a plan for what they needed to do because they knew they had to get out of the country before the police, you know, sequestered them to answer questions. And it's like, okay, well, you got to stay in this country while we investigate. So it was full steam ahead, forward movement. They had to keep it moving. Ace of Wands. They had to get out as fast as possible because they knew. Yep, 2 of Swords. They were cut off from this opportunity. This 3 of Wands. Oh Lord. 3 of Wands. They were cut off. And this is also stating, how did I see this here? Like I said, Shaquela was trying to leave. 8 of Cups. She wanted to leave. She wanted to get away from these people. She wanted to end the relationships with these people. This very dogmatic person, this King of Wands, at least he wanted to be a King of Wands. He wanted to shine. And he was going to shine through her. But she cut him off, which cut him off from his ships coming in. I've been saying from the beginning that these people, they needed her. They needed her to elevate, to get to the next level, because they didn't have the proper foresight to go into business. She really had a business mind. So this is why they made a move on her. But also, there's a lot of secrets around sex and sexuality. Ace of Wands. That's the big energy card. Lot of secrets. I feel like there's secrets with the men that they withheld from the women. And I keep getting that there's secrets on secrets on secrets with this group. They're going to find out that they, even though they've been knowing each other all this time, they know of each other. But this woman, I'm seeing that she's watching all of this. She knew that the police had to get involved. She knew that there was potential jail time. She knew that Quilla was already gone. This is also her looking at justice and facing jail herself, because nobody thought that this was going to go viral, that this was going to become a big story. Yeah, she's in heavy anxiety. Quilla, look at this. I told you, Quilla's hunting everybody that was involved. Everybody's not sleeping, and they're sitting up thinking of her. Okay? So you got Ace of Pentacles, the big buck, but here it is. It came out trying, so I'm going to drop it on the table trying. So this reading is for entertainment purposes only. This feels like money was exchanged, okay, for a wish fulfillment. What's this behind this? 9 of Cups to the 10 of Swords, the Devil. So these people knew that they were caught up, so they kind of greased some palms. And that's all I'm going to say. They kind of greased some palms. So, yeah. That explains how people got home. I said in prior readings that whatever was taken, or whatever was they planned to take, it didn't work out the way they wanted to, or the way they wanted it to. And when they left, they pretty much left empty-handed, because everything that they came there for flipped upside down. They had to do what they had to do to get back home. So it's like, keep it and go to jail, and you don't keep it, or put some money on the wood so you know it's all good and you can get up out of here. Looks like somebody put some money on the wood. Family card flipped out in reverse, and a star. So this is everybody that she thought was family and friends, people that she thought loved her, were the complete opposite. This was like a group of antichrists that she went on vacation with. Once again, here she is. She's the star. And I keep saying she shined too bright, but star also represents baby announcement, contract, negotiations, and agreements. So these people who were against her, who she thought was her family, were in an agreement. They had a contract with one another for what they were going to do that was going to bring them, look at this, the bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune. The Devil, heartbreak. Now, the Devil is also the card of Capricorn. So it's not just the card of toxic energy. But, yeah, this Devil card and heartbreak. This is Quilla, heartbroken, because she is the Capricorn. She's heartbroken over the choice that these people decided to make. I keep hearing you could have helped me. Yeah, there we go. Wheel of Fortune. She's completely distraught. Like, y'all did me in for a come up. Because somebody had to do what they had to do to become a businessman. They were willing to be cutthroat to move up in the business world. And that's why they decided to make this choice. Tell me more about this doctor, Miss Beatrice. See, like I said, this person wanted to be a businessman. They made this choice. Tell me more about Miss Beatrice. Okay, so we've got the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. Now, both of these are messengers, okay? Both of these are messengers. So there was communication about money. And it was, I feel like because this is lighthearted communication as well with the Page of Cups, but I feel like it wasn't just about keeping it light. It was about possible language barriers and communication and not wanting to say too much. Yep, here it is. These three were manipulating the situation so that they can manifest the outcome that they wanted. So they were trying to control the narrative. Because they had to protect their stability. When it came to what actually happened with who? The Queen of Pentacles, the Earth sign, the Capricorn woman, the abundant woman, Quella. So once again, manifesting and manipulating the narrative with her mother. So I almost said the nurse. I feel like the doctor, Miss Beatrice, also was present for this phone call and heard this manipulative phone call, which is very interesting because it's the first card is stating when she got there, she knew she was already gone. So you heard him communicate with her mother about what possibly happened to her, knowing that she was already gone. Wow. There was a decision that had to be made. They were juggling with what they needed to do. What are we going to do? What do we tell her mother? So once they came up with a story, they came forward with a message to the mother. But pay attention. Look at this. See this bird back here? That appears to be an eagle. And an eagle is also a chosen bird of God as well. Not just, a protected bird. But this eagle is also a messenger, because birds are messengers, and this is like she's passed. So you contacted the mother to finally tell her she's passed, but you manipulated the narrative on how and why. Queen of Wands, High Priestess. Ooh. Where'd it go? Okay. Five of Pentacles. Look at that. You see this? This is one person fighting multiple people. Five of Wands, the fight. King of Cups. So we know that Quella was a Capricorn, an earth sign, but she had the energy. Maybe she had Leo in her chart, Leo moon, I don't know. She definitely had the energy of someone who, controlled the room. She just had that sauce. She walked in and she was someone that everybody noticed. Like, she had that va-va-voom. And you see, secretly, there was a fight. And on the other side of this fight is this King of Wands who is sitting here, sideways on his throne, which is also a sign of indifference. His body language is very indifferent. He's moody, very in his emotions, but keeping how he truly feels or what's really going on from coming to the surface. This is also, up under the card of the Empress. So he's appearing emotional as he's talking to her mother on the phone, but it's a false narrative because he's hiding the fact that the woman who captivated everybody, who was the most ambitious and alluring out of the group, was secretly attacked. So he's hiding the fight from her mother, because the mother is right above this card. And he's also hiding that he leveled up afterwards. King of Pentacles. Ah. Yeah, after you done set up here and delivered this false message, you delivering this message, you came up, you got a bag out of this. That's the real reason why you orchestrated this fight. But her mother was intuitive. She knew something was off. Yeah, she knew something was off about her daughter's passing the world. This was the end of a cycle, end of a whole situation. Goodness. Once again, her mother swiftly, see this? Queen of Cups to the Eight of Wands. Her mother swiftly contacted her father instantly. As soon as she got off the phone, she swiftly contacted her father. Three of Cups. She told him what these three people said to her on the phone. The father is the one, hold on. The father was the first one to notice she was the wounded warrior. But also, let's remember in the prior readings that I did with Khalil Cook, he, was the bossy one who gave the order for her to become the wounded warrior, for her to go off into battle and be hurt. And it was a wish fulfillment. That brought everything to an end because of this impetuous, lusty energy. The more I do this reading, the more I know that people who are not happy with the life that they live can be dangerous, because they were afraid of certain secrets getting out and they were afraid of being broke. Nobody wanted to work to build their empire but Quella. Everybody else was trying to use her for a step up and a handout. So we're seeing all of this is transpiring while the doctor, Miss Beatrice, is present. What was her mindset on listening to these conversations and everything that's going on? You see this? It was a wish fulfillment that ended up with a hiccup, a hangman. So she's seeing everything that they're doing. She's watching the wheels turn in people's heads. She's looking at how they're structuring all of this. But the hangman is what actually happened. Look at this. The Lovers, Three of Wands, Knight of Wands. So these lovers saw this as their ships coming in. This was an opportunity for them. And they were very passionate about this. And this is also letting it be known that they weren't as careful as they thought they were with hiding, their secret rendezvous or whatnot. Something was seen, somebody knows. I don't know if something was said. So they decided to get the hell out of Dodge. You see this? Behave yourself. There we go. Six of Swords. They left behind this harsh situation and moved into calmer waters. Now everybody is apologetic and in deep regret. This whole situation became a hangman real fast, real quick. Instantly, everybody ran off on their own. The Hermit, all of them. Look at this. Seven of Pentacles. So you sow, so shall you reap. moving forward towards victory. But see, this is law enforcement. This is law enforcement, and this mob that is around them, this is everybody helping to get justice. And it's coming. It's coming. So this is like her coming in on this call, right? Here she is by herself. She's on her way, and then boom, she runs into this snake in the road. It's like she gets there and she instantly knows from the vibe in the house when she walks through the front door, something is not right. Something that y'all saying, something about this story is not adding up. I feel like she knew before she got there that something didn't make sense. Knight of Cups to the Page of Wands. So this is like everybody trying to extend an olive branch to her and figure out what needs to be done. What's going to be the call of action? What do we do next? We've got the King of Pentacles and the Moon sticking out the deck. So like I said, he leveled up off of what happened to her in secret. Khalil. But judge, jury, and executioner, God himself, is in the room. And law enforcement is moving swiftly in secret. Okay. If they haven't picked Khalil up yet, they're going to pick him up soon. 2 cards hit the floor. What is this? Look at this. 3 of Pentacles in reverse, 7 of Swords in reverse. Now none of y'all can trust each other. The big 3, the main people who were the biggest contributors to what happened, y'all all turning on each other. There's no more teamwork. Good job, dummies. All over this unearned income. Look at all these hands down here. You see all these damn hands? This is Quella up here. Okay? She big boss hog. And here go all they little bum ass hands. But if you pay attention, these are 2 different men's hands. These are 2 different men who were trying to find a way to use her for a launch of some kind. This is crazy because this is supposed to be Miss, Dr. Beatrice. Like I said, I apologize because I don't know her full name, but we're gonna call her Dr. Beatrice. This is her reading. So pretty much she walked into this whole situation knowing that the energy was off, that things weren't what people said they were, things weren't adding up. It's looking like people, threw her a couple of dollars to kind of get things going the way they needed it to go, but she knew, she had stepped in some shit the minute she walked in this house. When she looked at Quella, she knew Quella was done. She was no longer with us. So the story about trying to save her and doing the CPR and all the rounds of CPR, that's starting to sound like a fluff piece to me. I'm not saying that they didn't do any survival type of treatment like CPR, but medical professionals are usually not going to go over like 3 to 5 rounds of CPR because you can break bones. You can cause a lot of bruising to internal organs and soft tissue. So they only go so far with doing CPR. Also, if she felt like the CPR wasn't working and they gave her, I want to say they said 5 rounds of adrenaline, which would possibly be epinephrine. You know, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but they gave her 5 rounds of adrenaline. If the heart doesn't start pumping by the second round, she was already done. So why go through 5? Unless, you know, this woman felt like until the police got there, her life was in danger. And I can understand that because she didn't know what she walked into. Okay, we got the moon here. And we got the 8 of Swords trine. So that's letting me know secretly she was worried about law enforcement, possibly going to jail herself. She was worried about what these people could do if she made a phone call and they thought that they were going to jail. So this is going to be her story, that she was afraid for her safety. She was just trying to stay strong and hold it together. Six of Pentacles. Now, I said that there was a possible rubbing of palms between such said people. That just said it to me. Yes. 6 of Pentacles over the 4 of Swords. I don't know if they'll be able to prove that because it's a possibility that she was given cash. And if she was, it was Quellas. Okay? If they are able to prove it, it would probably be, you know, if she made a deposit or made a big ticket purchase with money that was not already in her account. I would hope she hasn't. She didn't. And something that just popped into my head. Because usually when you have crime syndicates and things like that, people who have extracurricular activity type employment will say that those people have doctors and people under the table that can work on them. Is Miss Beatrice, Dr. Beatrice, is she that type of doctor? Does she do medical work for people who work in criminal capacities? Would say that. Oh, baby, baby, baby. You see that? That is the truth. So that's the reason why she was called in, because she's an off the books doctor for people who need help through alternative means. She's known for this somehow, some way. According to these cards, we can't prove it, but these... And this is how these people were able to leave this dysfunctional situation and move into calmer waters. 6 of Swords. Due to this sneaky person that can't be trusted, that got unearned income from the King of Pentacles. So I'm going to close this reading out on that. I'll definitely keep this this whole series in mind, and I'll do updates from time to time when need be. I got a little time off, so I'm going to take this time to pretty much meditate and cleanse my energy. And when it's time for me to do these readings, I most definitely will, because like I said, this This case is like an onion with so many multiple layers. It seems like you can never really get to the nucleus of everything that happened, because as soon as you think you figured something out, there's 100 more things that you haven't even seen yet. But yeah, Dr. Beatrice. They know you on the street, Dr. Beatrice. And this is how you got this phone call to come and help, according to this reading. And this reading has been for entertainment purposes only, allegedly. I guess I had the right damn teacup for Dr. Beatrice. And with that being said, please put a heavenly cloak of protection over me and everyone who is in the sound of my voice or able to watch this video. Please return my energy to me, and I don't care what you do with Dr. Beatrice. Please help the truth come out about everything that's going on in this case so that Shanquilla can get justice. There are a lot of moving parts in this situation to where the public just isn't going to know the major players in this, but we will be able to watch what happens with the Cabo Six and a few officials. But I will definitely keep my eye on this. My next reading is going to be the prosecutor. I find him very intriguing, and I want to do a spiritual tap in on him. I'm not going to do it tonight. That'll probably be, that'll be my reading for tomorrow. I'll probably do that one in the morning. This reading is adjourned. I bring it to a close, and I thank every last one of you that watch my videos and support my channel. I had no idea that I was going to kick my channel off with Shanquilla Robinson. I opened this page years ago, and I've been meaning to just get on a good foot and start my channel, but I just never got around to it. Actually, this channel was supposed to be started with King Von, and every time I tried to upload his videos, for some reason they just would not upload. I mean, at all. I had one video that seemed like it wasn't going to upload for about a week, so I just stopped. But I have over 450 videos that are in my vault. This series are the only ones that I've released. So that would be at least, I want to say at least 440 to 442 that have not been seen by the public. If any of you are interested, please comment down below if you'd like to see some of those older videos. And if so, I'll start a series called The Vault, and once a week I'll put a poll in the community section where I'll list at least 5 to 6 different choices, and whichever one gets the highest votes, that's the one I'll release from the vault for that week. If the numbers are high enough, you might get that one and a bonus. But, it's up to you guys if you want to, partake in watching videos that I've had for the last 2 to 3 years in the vault. With that being said, I bring this reading to a closing, and see y'all tomorrow. Be safe.